welcome everyone to Kansas Zen Center's Buddha's Enlightenment Day ceremony. So usually the opening talk, talks about Buddha's enlightenment and what happened to him that night and that morning when he saw the morning star. But I want to do something a little bit different because I don't believe that Buddha just got enlightenment that day or that morning. His enlightenment unfolded throughout his entire life. There's a story about him when he was a young child, and his father had taken him and his nurses to see the ceremonial plowing of the fields. And the nurses left, very interested in the plowing, and left the child underneath the apple-wood tree. And he recalled, as an adult, seeing the plowing and how it disturbed the creatures of the field. And compassion arose in him. And with that compassion, a joy. And he seated himself in a yogic position and began meditating. So that's really his first opening. And then, of course, he's not allowed out of the palace. You know, he gets everything he wants. Why did he want to leave? That yearning in his heart arose. That's his other enlightenment. What's on the outside of these walls? What is that? And then he goes and he practices with the ascetics. And then one day he realizes another enlightenment. He realizes that that's not going to work, that he's not going to reach this ultimate truth by continuing that practice. And then he realizes that he has to nurture his body. Another enlightenment. So by the time he sees the morning star and it all completely opens up for him, he has already had much unfolding throughout his life. We are the same way. At least that's been my experience of practice. That is this continual unfolding. What brings us to practice in the first place was our first enlightenment, the yearning of our hearts. What Majo says is our great treasure, that yearning that asks the big questions. What is this? Who am I? So today we honor that yearning. We honor that unfolding in the Buddha's life and in our life as well. So thank you all for coming.